44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Friday, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I did it, he nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got right for it. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not self. When you dropping that fire, pressure smash, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspire. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the feel like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till death do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, find me. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Oh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got right for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line into a damn tank. I got chopper stash in that attic like they had Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See I'm throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the gut, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show the skills, how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got right for real.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my lives. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see the rhythm in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the brutal show, we can all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it deals. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood cell. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a
You boy. You know what time it is, nigga.
Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas.
Got my nigga Ramon with me.
But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor.
You know what I'm saying?
Under commanding General YAHANNA. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit I never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you step
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head off, nigga.
Red where Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop can stress the nigga. He ain't demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers can they spin, I ain't listening. Is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jackie. So war, we gonna run the summer. It's gonna be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. As who run this shit, but their question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young pay. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit like it ain't on who got the gun, it's on who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raise up the chain. Free shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand excuses, you'll never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Clap it up.
That's right. That's right.
Let's clap it up for Yahweh Shah, for Israelite Christ.
That's right.
Clap it up for Commander General YAHANNA, all the generals, captains, the officers, the troopers, and the assistants, and the young men. With ISUPK coming out of 1 West Harlem, New York, 125th Street, under Commanding General YAHANNA. Since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that they are the children of the Bible. I'm a precinct officer 50 Yah Shala, filling in for precinct officer 5000 Quarterball. This scripture breakdown.
Right.
Back in the building. I got my brother, precinct officer 50 Kun in the building.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. You know what I mean? How the general got his heavy hitters. This is my heavy hitter right here.
Most High Christ.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got people in the chat. For those in the chat, Shalom, y'all, Bashim, y'all, Shop, Rakatah. For those in the chat, you know what I mean?
To the sisters.
And we didn't get the sisters in the chat yet. I'm waiting on them.
Oh, come on, sisters.
You know what I mean?
Come on, let's go.
Usually they be in here already.
Right.
Okay, slow mo, so you already know. You know what I mean? I'm going to give the sisters another minute to get in there. If anybody in the chat got any questions or need any scriptures broken down, I'll give y'all a minute, put them in there. And then we're going to get this damn thing started. It's a glorious day, you know what I mean? Was it too hot? A little more breeze would have been nice, you know what I'm saying? You know, as Negroes, you know, we used to the heat, but the heat ain't, you know, ain't my twist, you know what I mean? I like it not too hot, not too cold. I don't know about anybody else, you know what I'm saying? Tea sweet. I drink water behind it. I can't have sugar like I used to. Getting old. I tell you, getting old sucks. Well, we are rounding up the end of the bull doohickey. We is rounding up the end of Juneteenth, Pride Month, LGBTQ mania, the Transformer Olympics, all that good old nonsense. You know what I mean? Freakazoid, Freakniks, and what have you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I can't wait till summer's over. You know, because all these girls want to be, you know, hot in the tail. You know, all these hot hoes and what have you.
Right.
Talking about hot girl summer, my behind.
Right.
Y'all need to stop it. Keep your damn legs closed for once in your life. You might learn something. You might even gain a little patience. I tell you, they ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till Babylon finish falling, boy, because this kingdom coming down. This is a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. I tell you, they out here all kinds of nastiness. You know, I'm glad it's not like it used to be though. It's kind of, you know, stuff like Mardi Gras and Freaknik, all that stuff is like watered down now. I'm glad it is.
Right.
I'm not missing nothing. I ain't never been to Freaknik in Atlanta or the Mardi Gras. I don't feel like I'm missing much. I done seen so much on it about it on TV. I felt like I was there already. You know what I'm saying? And all they did, they left innocent and came back unholy than a mofo. I'll tell you that.
Right.
They so-called was sanctified and holy rollers. Go down to the Freaknik. They out there twerking and gyrating on everything with a heartbeat, cars and all. You know what I'm saying? Just acting nutty for no reason. I'm glad it ain't like it used to be. You know why? All them chicks that used to go down there came back with something and they ran hot, or they came back and birthed a bunch of kids they didn't mean to have. But it's okay, because you know the Lord don't make no mistakes. As long as they ain't take them to the chop shop, they all right. You know what I'm saying? It's just a learning experience.
Right.
I'll tell you that. Because, you know, as children, we wasn't asked to be brought here. But, you know, the Lord, like I said, the Lord don't make no mistakes. But, hey, what you expect during Pride Month? And I find it ironic how they're going to make it Pride Month when this is supposed to be Juneteenth, where we're supposed to be learning, you know, all the good stuff about blacks and Hispanics as far as history, you know, and our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're supposed to be learning black history and black culture, Hispanic history, Hispanic culture during this month. But, you know, once the LGBT, you know, once the alphabet mafia and the transformer community jumped in, the government was like, you know what? We're going to give y'all the month of June. Black people ain't that important. Hispanics ain't that important. They can share a month with y'all. We might as well make it the month of June because, you know, July, we got the 4th and Memorial Day. You know, we got too much going on during that month to give y'all July. And we don't want y'all shenanigans tied in with the 4th of July. We got our own shenanigans with our created holidays. We don't need it tying in with your business. So y'all go on and share the month of June. I find that highly ironic and highly disturbing that, you know, the blacks and Hispanics can't get a reprieve, a break, let alone a day or even a month without them having to go and fudge it up and go and put other stuff in there with it, you know, to fit their agenda.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, you know, y'all ain't create the colors in their so-called rainbow. The Most High did. Now y'all can't even let the Most High have that, which he created. You know, first y'all take the alphabets. Now y'all taking the rainbow too. What next?
Pride, sir.
What next? What pride? That ain't pride. That's a demon. Pride's only a 5-letter word. What are they saying? They proud to be heathens. They proud to be nasty, wicked, disgusting bastards. For those, that's our people that indulge in that nonsense and that pretentious behavior.
Right.
How dare them? And then turn around in the same breath and say you love the Most High. You freaking liars. Y'all liars. Y'all lie from how they say you a lie from the pit of hell. Y'all liars. And when I say from the pit of hell, I mean from the pits of this condition that we're living in. We're already in hellish conditions, and yet y'all still find ways to make it much worse. Congratulations, dummies. Okay, my sister is back in the building. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Thim Bashem, Yahweh Shah, the Coach Trench, baby. Welcome back, sis. Don't know where you've been, but welcome back. Don't go nowhere. I miss my sister. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give people in the chat another minute. You know what I mean? If y'all got any questions, comments, or scriptures y'all need broken down, put it in the chat. Because when the camp leader's here, y'all want to ask all the questions. I'm holding it down right now. Ask me the questions. If I can answer it, I'll answer it to the best of my abilities. If not, I'll refer to the man above me, and he'll get back to you. Or I'll get back to you next class. It's not a problem. But yeah, I'm going to give the chat another minute. You got any questions or anything in the room? Also, kind of anything?
Oh, come.
Okay.
Well, I would like to read the scripture because you brought out that 5-letter word, pride, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's what say, man.
Oh, shit. Let him know.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 18, says, pride goeth before destruction.
Pride goeth before destruction. What does that sound like? That sounds like all the destruction that's happened from celebrating Pride Month. They have a parade, somebody gets trampled over, riot breaks out, somebody gets shot, stabbed, whatever the case may be. All that goes into the Pride Month. You know, y'all sit there and be busy trying to praise every creation that's known to man, but y'all want to give no reverence to the daggone creator. And it behooves me that y'all would sit there and want to praise creation, something man made, whereas the Most High created you, dummy. The Most High created you. Without you, how could you create, dummy? Praise the Most High. He don't want to make it possible for you to be sitting here with the air in your lungs. He don't want to make it possible for you to be out here destroying yourself, destroying your flesh, because you want to please it. And the crazy thing, sir, when it comes to this problem, they're not really doing the sodomitish and Sodom and Gomorrah-ish type acts that they're doing to please their flesh. Right. No. Let's not get it misconstrued or confused. They're not committing Pride Month to please their flesh. They're committing Pride Month because they were being weak little bitches and got scared. And instead of standing on their 10 toes and getting help because you were touched, because you were sexually assaulted, because you were raped. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of standing 10 toes down and crying out for some actual help, you want to wallow in the self-pity and feel and lie to yourself and tell everybody else, oh, this is the way I've always been. I've always been this way. Right. Oh, I've been like this since I was born. No, you dummy. You wasn't. You was altered in some way, shape, or fashion. Whether if you realize it, choose to accept it or not. It makes me no never mind. But you're going to get this work. You're going to get this truth. Because I'm not going to lie to you. Because I have to lie to myself in order to lie to you. That I'm not going to do. And for YouTube purposes, I'm not putting on no kid gloves. I'm a wordsmith. I know how to use my words. Catch up, YouTube. Let's try that on for size. Right. See what you're saying in the chat. Most High Christ. Wow, sis, I appreciate that. I mean, appreciate the love. You know, like pride being a 5-letter word, love is a 4-letter word. And love is also an action just as much as pride. Right. Give me that precept again. Yeah, read it again. You got it? About pride? That was
from the book of Proverbs, chapter 16.
Mm-hmm.
Pride goeth before destruction, and then haughty spirit before a fall.
Pride goeth before destruction, and the haughty was haunting or naughty?
No, haughty.
Haughty? Okay, a haughty spirit
before a fall
comes before a fall. Meaning you want to sit there and have your ass on your shoulders, acting so prideful and tooting your nose up to the world and to the people around you, like you hot sugar honey iced tea, like you the ish, like you better than somebody. You ain't nothing, absolutely nothing. You're less than piss. Because without the Most High, and without these laws, statutes, and commandments, you ain't ish. You ain't nothing. You ain't worth a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And whoever lied to you, they even less than that.
Right.
As a matter of fact, where that precept at?
What's that, sir?
Less than spittle.
Okay.
You understand? I don't understand why people be thinking they so damn high and mighty, when in all actuality, without this truth, without these laws, statutes, commandments, without the Most High and the protection of the Most High, we are nothing. I am nothing without this truth. I am nothing without these laws, statutes, and commandments. I am nothing without the Most High. I am nothing without brotherhood. You understand? I pray you do. I pray you do. I pray you get it. Oh, I was given a precept. Okay. You get a chance, sir, pull up Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 12. I see Officer Kashaka was off his BS. He on the road.
What was it again?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 12. I'm like, damn, sir, you ain't even here. You still diddy bopping on me, eh? That's what you call long range diddy bopping. But yeah, it's like
it's 10 and 12.
Yeah, 10 and 12, verse 12 to 15. Yeah, we start at 12. You know that like what's the come brought out. It was so heavy. You know that prideful spirit.
Right.
You know, when you be so prideful, like how the Pharaoh was when he didn't want to let our people go, the Most High raised them up, bigged them up so high, just to make it such a long fall.
Right.
But it was quick. That's why I say the haughty spirit before the fall. You understand? Don't have your ass on your shoulders so high to the point it's going to be a long, drawn-out, dramatic fall in slow motion. Because this kingdom's falling, and it's falling fast. People don't understand how fast it's falling. By the time you realize it, it's going to be too late.
Right.
All right, let me get that precept out.
So the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of a fool will swallow up himself.
Let's bring that from the top and break it down. That was heavy right there.
From the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious.
The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious because he's speaking with wisdom.
Right.
That means he thinks before he speaks.
Right.
He thinks before he does. He gave what he was going to speak great thought before he decided to speak. And if someone was speaking in turn, what he did was process what was being spoken, and he processed what the person was saying. He didn't just hear them, he listened to them and processed what they were saying. And then in return, he spoke his wisdom. Read.
Oh God. But the lips of a fool will swallow up himself.
A fool will sit there and run their lips, run their jibs until it's blue in the face. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I looked at a clip last night, right? My man hopped out. He was riding the car. He stopped at the window. He said, "Did you ever hear a lie so good that it sounded like the truth? And then I told the truth, you couldn't believe it, so you thought it was a lie." Like you ever said, like you ever told a lie so good that you believed it, you thought it was the truth, and then when I told you the truth, you ain't believe me. You ran with the lie. You know, it's like that precept Kashak brought out in class the other day when he said his words was like smooth like butter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But war was in his heart.
Right.
You know, these oppressors, they talk real quick, real slick on you, to the point where we're so subliminally destroyed that we do it to ourselves. We walk up to each other like cunning hunters and talk smooth and slick like butter. You know what I'm saying? But war's in our heart because I was taught that you're my op and you look like me. So I must take you out because I don't know no other enemy. message, if you knew who the hell you was, you would know who your real enemy is. You understand? And like you said, sir, that all goes into that prideful. That all goes into that prideful spirit. Right. Oh, see, Kashop, you stretching it now. Now you stretching it. You know, through like four more precepts in the mix. You know, I see what you're doing. Get out your phone and stay on the road. I see what you're doing, sir. You're sitting there trying to teach the class on the low, from the distance. We're not going to do that. I got precepts, sir. The water for the precepts. Appreciate you. Is there any more? Oh, yeah. It goes to the next verse, right? Yeah. All right, read the next verse. As he done threw like 3 more precepts up there. You think he's slick.
Come. Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness, and the end of his talk is mischievous madness.
See, when somebody that don't know
mischievous madness.
Yeah, mischievous. Now, when somebody's sitting there and talking just to be talking, but they because they don't listen, they don't really dialogue with you. They listen to respond instead of listen to process what you're saying and in turn then respond intelligently or at least righteously. You get what I'm saying, sir? Like when a fool speaks, he's speaking just to be speaking. Like, for example, like when you sit there and try to have an intelligent conversation with a woman and you're talking about something so heavy, it might be to the point where it's over her head. So, and in turn, let's say you're talking about, you know, how women in today's society, let's say, for example, you're talking about how women in today's society are such wicked creatures for putting brothers on child support, you know. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of great fathers out there that handle their business to take care of their children once on child support. But the women need to understand the type of wicked spirit that's on them for wanting to put the man on child support in the first place. First off, if you knew better, you would know better and do better, because if you really knew better, you know that communication is key. If you would just sit down and be mature for a minute and be a grown woman for a minute and have a conversation with the man, something can be worked out, because I really feel that if you have proper communication, there's nothing that can't be worked out. The problem is we want to be so cardinal and so worldly that we shy away from having those difficult conversations. Like, at the end of the day, we're not kids. This ain't high school.
Right.
Tell me you unhappy and explain to me and break it down why you're unhappy, so that maybe I could process your feelings and maybe make a change or an adjustment to do something about it. You get what I mean? I mean that in the world and in the truth. If your rib, you know, starts acting different, acting funny and stuff like that, and you're the one that's always trying to initiate the conversation and talk to it and try to get to the bottom of things, but they want, because you got to remember, these are emotional creatures.
Right.
Women are emotional creatures. Henceforth, the word emotional, they run off of emotions, where men are more thinkers. Women that sit there and talk about they overthink this, that, and third. Yeah, you overthink yourself into an oblivion, and then you just running your feelings on autopilot. You'll have a thought, but then after that, like, let me ask you a prime question, sir. Let's say you're having a regular conversation with a woman. It could be a rib, a colleague, whatever. You ever ask them a certain type of heavy question, and they'll sit there and first come out their mouth and respond like this? Well, I feel like, Think about how many times a man has a conversation with a woman and you're talking about something intellectual, something that causes someone to utilize their brain, something to make them think, something to make them go,
right,
something that's forcing them to use logic. But their first initial response is, well, I feel like this, for the simple fact, when they were taking in what you were saying,
right?
When they were taking in what you were saying, They were processing it, and you know what happened? When they thought about it, this is where the Asmodeus and the demon come into play. And once they sat down and really thought about it, they had their initial demon made them respond by saying, well, I feel this. Because for them to access their brain, they got to put that emotional demon to the side. But the problem is they don't want to admit you're right.
Right.
They're so damn selfish. They don't want to sit there and say, you know what? You're right. I never thought about it like that. I didn't look at it like that before. Damn, that was heavy. Nah, instead of saying that, they want to say, well, I feel like that women, this, that, the third, and blah, blah, blah. And that's how situations go left very quickly. Because instead of sitting there and telling me what's really on your mind, you want to tell me what you feel. Damn your feelings. Those your feelings. You fix them. I don't care how you feel. I care about you, but I don't care how you feel. Those your feelings. You fix them. They like mood swings. They come and go. I need to know what's on your mind. What's on your real heart. Heart meaning your brain. This right here. Utilize this. Because if you could utilize that for your teacher, if you could utilize this for the oppressor that signed your checks, why you can't utilize it for the man that protects you? If you could go into work looking scandalous and your boss tells you, go back home and change your clothes, that's inappropriate for the workplace. And you sit there and say, yes, boss. Yes, a master. And you could go run home, change your clothes, and come back and dress appropriate. Who the hell you think you is to sit there and tell your man, if he tell you come out looking scandalous, and he come tell you like, nah, go change that. I don't want you wearing that outside. And you sit there and want to put your foot down and snap your fingers and roll your neck and roll your eyes and catch a whole titty attack and have an attitude and try to argue with the brother instead of listening, processing what he's saying.
Right.
The white man cuts your checks, but this man protects you every day. This man helps you every day. Helps you with the laundry, takes out the garbage for you. Goes in the bathroom and kills the spider because you screamed and jumped up and down.
Right.
Talking about, oh my God. Shut the hell up. Shut up. But yet you can't tighten up and not dress so provocative. And you know what bugs me out, sir, about this Pride Month, right?
Cool.
These sisters want to dress provocatively, but yet they get mad when a man gives them a compliment. And not even in a derogatory or disrespectful manner.
Right.
People like, damn, sis, you're looking real good today. And they want to feel some type of way. But yeah, you want to be with a female. You want to be with the same sex, which is an abomination, I might add. As you can. Let me get that, priest. Bring that one out for me. Man sleep with man, like man sleep with mankind is an abomination. Let me get that. If a woman is with another woman, that's an abomination. The Lord hates you and so do I. I don't give a damn who you is. You could be my sister, my mother, my daughter. I don't give a damn. The Most High hates you and so do I. Fix it. Come sit down, have a talk with me about why you want to choose girls. If it's something that bad you don't want to talk to me about, we're going to take you to get counsel.
That's right.
We're going to take you to Officer 5000 Yarash or Captain Akkad or General Muhammad. We're going to get you some counseling. But this is going to get fixed ASAP. Sooner rather than later, because that's unacceptable. And the thing about it is, when these girls be having their little spats and their little disagreements and stuff like that, ain't nobody getting in between that. That's a girl fight. You better handle it. How the ref say, protect yourself at all times. You better learn how to fight back. Because at the end of the day, who's intervening when there's two girls? I don't care if you're a stud, butch, however you want to try to identify yourself. You're born with breasts and a vagina, you're a girl. No matter how you cut and slice it. Period. Two boxes together, they ain't doing nothing but causing friction and rug burn. There's no pleasure in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Like, for those that's damaged and destroyed, get proper help. It's not your fault. But you are in control of it. Something happened to you when you was younger? I understand. Get help. Talk to somebody. Tell somebody. If it happened from somebody close in the family, talk to somebody that's not closer in the family. Non-biased. But you got to talk to somebody. Because all this saying, oh, I want to be with a girl or I want to be with a man. No, you don't. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Stop going by what they whispered in your ear when they was molesting you, when they was assaulting you. Stop. Stop making yourself more delusional than you already is.
Right.
You're already destroyed. Now get healed. And you know, honestly, sir, that's exactly what Pride Month is really about. People want to sit there and say, oh, it's about their freedom and liberation. No, the hell it's not. They want to sit there and celebrate and commemorate their destruction. They want to celebrate and commemorate being sexually assaulted and molested and touched and raped and all of that.
If I may,
Right.
it's about misery loves company.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's hurt, and they think by coming together, they show some type of support to fix the problem, but they're not.
Prime example. I'll be sure did an interview, right? And he was commenting on Jaguar Wright. You know, and he wasn't saying nothing bad about the sister, even though she said bad things, harmful things about him. And what Albie Shore said was, I want to pray for Jaguar Wright. I want to pray for this sister because she's been hurt in her life. And right now, all she is a hurt person hurting people.
Right.
Because she's out here on this podcast, on this platform. Yeah, she's exposing stuff, but you're hurt. You're destroyed.
Right.
And you're hurting more people in the process because you're hurt. You're destroyed. So now you're taking the industry down with you.
Right.
You're naming names that had nothing to do with you. I just looked at something earlier. She was sitting there. She even brought out something about Eminem.
What's she bring up?
Let me tell you, Jaguar Wright said she was basically saying from this aspect, it wasn't right that Eminem didn't give Proof the respect and the recognition that he deserved before he got unalive. Because if it wasn't for Proof, he wouldn't be who he is today. Because basically what she was implying was that Proof created him. She's saying she's talking lyrically as well. Because she was basically saying Proof was like a ghostwriter for him. That's basically what she was implying.
God.
But he's not here, and M's made a lot of music since he's been unalive. So what is that really saying? Was Proof really a ghostwriter? I mean, now, one thing, if Proof helped him gain the confidence to build the image that he built, Proof gave him the protection, whatever, because he's black, he's white. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No matter how you cut and slice that.
Right.
You know? And they were really close. Now, depending on the angle you coming from, okay,
That's right.
Proof could have created Eminem, you know, the image and everything like that.
Right.
You know? But talent is talent. You understand what I'm saying? Talent is talent. No matter how you cut and slice it. Like Drake knows what the industry likes. Drake knows how to cater to the industry. Drake knows how to cater to the crowd. It don't matter if he wrote it, somebody else wrote it. Hell, honestly, I'd like to write for Drake. I'll be honest with you. You never would have lost to Pusha T if I wrote for you. You never would have lost to Kendrick if I wrote for you. Message.
Right.
And I'm dead ass. I'm being honest. If you want to have some ghostwriters, at least have some real killers behind you lyrically.
Right.
Because I would have wrote something for Drake. I wouldn't have charged him an arm and a leg. You battle Pusha T, all right, give me 20,000. I got you.
Right.
I'll give you a 16 or a 32, a 48 or whatever you want.
Yeah, right.
I'll give you some bars that'll make him want to go tuck tail and go reevaluate his life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the type of time I'm on. I like to seize the opportunity in that aspect.
Sure.
But Kendrick a whole different creature. He just kept going, dropping track after track, and then he said, "I got two more, just in case if Drake want to get froggish. I got two more for you,
just in case."
But again, I'd have wrote Drake one track for that. He would have had to drop all of them to combat it. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. We talking about pride, right? You know, a prideful spirit can lead you to all types of woe. You understand? It can lead you to all types of doom and gloom and death and destruction because, you know, I don't know if people ever heard this saying, pride to get you killed. You ever hear that saying? Like, pride to get you killed because, you know, people that's prideful and don't want to hear the wisdom of somebody that's been there, done that, and trying to tell them, like, that's not the way to go, young boy. Maybe you might want to try this, but they don't want to listen. You know, and that's how people could get unalived in the world in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm trying to think of the best analogy to break it down. Like Nino Brown and G Money from New Jack City, right?
Right.
You know, Nino just got had his ass on his shoulders to the point where he was so prideful that he forgot where he came from and who he came up with.
Right.
To the point where he was so disrespectful that he kind of, I don't want to say pushed, but he kind of subliminally pushed G Money into wanting to escape the torment that you was putting him through, which is what started him getting high. You know, it's one thing if he went, sat, smoked a blunt, had him a drink, contemplated on his thoughts, and was like, all right, I ain't gonna let this happen to me again. No, he started smoking like getting high like Pookie. Started smoking that glass rug. You know, and like it's always said, you know, you gotta be mindful of what you do and what you say to people because your words and your actions do not just affect you and the people that's in your close vicinity. Your words can affect people that you don't even know. This is why I don't understand why people is on social media the way they is, gabbing like a bunch of schoolgirls at most 90% of the time about a bunch of stuff that's even none of their business. I don't get it. It's like I said in my song, I never thought I lived the day to see that everybody snitching. Girls acting like dudes and dudes acting like women with nothing to gain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Charleston White was saying about Lil Boosie. He out here on Vlad having all these random interviews and stuff like that. But my thing is this. You sitting there talking all this about everything else that's irrelevant, got nothing to do with nothing. Why are you not sitting there apologizing to those families for the ones you took away from them? You did a lot of unaliving in these streets. Just because you out here looking charitable now and money making you look good, we're not going to excuse the fact that you are a serial unaliver. You did a lot of unaliving in your day. And your little man's, your right-hand man's is the one that went down and did a lot of that time for you. Like, you are well known in Louisiana. Like, people love you, but you wrong. That's not brotherhood. You unaliving 12 people and then your man's taking a rap for 8 of them. That ain't it.
Right.
You're not even advocating for your man's that's down. And that's lack of brotherhood. They don't know what brotherhood is. Look at King Vaughn. His mama raised a monster. His own man's that ran with him is on the platform like, you know, that's my man's and I love him, but I'm glad he dead. What? You wouldn't say nothing, nowhere near nothing like that if he was still breathing. It's crazy. Because he had more people fear him than respect him.
Right.
Respect is one thing, but fear is another. When you got your whole block fearing you because they know you terrorizing the neighborhood, it's one thing. If they respected you, they would have protected you and you never would have got unalived that night. If Dirk was a real Negro, He wanted to separate it from everybody. But at the same time, even he recognized the snakes in the garden. You know?
Come.
Like, it's not hard to see snakes in this concrete jungle we live in out here. We ain't got grass and trees and bushes and stuff. We got hard concrete, garbage cans, and filth on the ground. So we can see the snake slither. That's what I mean. That prideful spirit that gets you unalived. There's a lot of people that got unalived down here. Right now, the next one up is Julio Fulio. Charleston White was talking about how he got unalived. You know what I mean? He was on Vlad talking about, no, he's not scared to die, this, that, and the third. But you sitting there living a certain type of lifestyle. Like, I got a message for all these so-called rappers. Like, they don't understand the type of power they have. Y'all got this money. Y'all sitting there blowing it on foreigns and chains and women. Why not clean up your community? Y'all see it talk about, oh, block this and this, block that. Take that money back to the block and clean it up.
Right.
Take it to the block and tell these little Negroes, you ain't got to be out here. Here, I'm going to pay you to not be out here. Go do something with yourself. Go learn a trade. Here, you do heating and air conditioning. Here, you do computers. Here, you do trucking. Here, I'm gonna create a LLC so all of y'all can eat. Where that at? Kanye made so much damn money, it's ridiculous. Here, he did an interview with Captain Cesario. Where Kanye at? Why he ain't in all black in their class? Oh, let me guess. Just because you realize you're an Israelite, it's okay just to know you're an Israelite. Because you want to be out here promoting Christianity and LBGT stuff, right? All this falls in the Pride Month. Look at the title, Pride Month, right?
That's right.
They want you to have that prideful spirit. They want you to have Asmodeus with you. You understand? They want you to be proud to be a damn wicked, disgusting bastard. They want you to be proud for being wrong. They want you to be proud for disobeying the Most High. Dummies, wake up. The hell is wrong with you? What is it going to take for you to realize that this ish is over? You want to wait till our king come down with these angels and they get to slicing and dicing? Now you want to be on your knees begging and pleading? It's over. You're done. You're done up. What is it going to take to wake up? What is it going to take to stop being a wicked, disgusting bastard? What is it going to take for you to put the pride down and pick up these laws, statutes, and commandments? What is it going to take for you to stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster? What is it going to take for you to stop smoking weed, stop smoking cigarettes, put the glass rod down, stop blowing rod for a hit that don't even last long? Out here slumped, looking like a horseshoe. That's why half our people out here in the hood now can't even stand upright, because they so damn high from being slumped over for hours off that one high. And you know what they think about when they get up, when they come up out of that? I need another hit. That was good.
Right.
Used to be have weight like this bottle of water. Now they thinner than a pen.
Right.
And what these little kids out here don't realize, that's your auntie, that's your uncle, dummy. But you know, if you ask them, you know what they're gonna say? Oh, that's that side of the family. I don't deal with them. Oh, that's my auntie and my uncle. They crazy. I don't deal with them. Yeah, they crazy. All right. Why are they crazy? Why? What drove them to insanity? Because the definition of insanity is doing the same damn thing, expecting a different result. Right? So they're going to keep taking these drugs,
right,
expecting a different result. And all they're doing is chasing the original high that they got, that they felt when they first hit it. Chasing the dragon. Pissing their life away. You know, there's people in the street right now I've seen, they strung out on drugs and they homeless in general. You know, some of these people a couple of these people I went to school with, I grew up with. Some of these people, they strung out on alcohol, not even drugs, on alcohol, but such bad drinkers that they really messed up and looking bad. Like, it was this one chick in the hood that lived up in the projects. You know what I mean? She had potential. She had promise. You know what I mean? If put in the right hands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to see her out there in the condition that she in right now, it's so disheartening every time I see her. All I could do is just put my head down. You feel me?
God.
Like, it's sad. Like, you such a bad drinker, you always peeing on yourself. Don't matter where you at. Like, it's sad, disheartening. And all this comes from having a prideful spirit.
Right.
Especially during Pride Month. Having a prideful spirit. Being so damn proud. Proud of what? Proud you destroyed? Proud you wicked? Proud you a disgusting piece of garbage? What are you really proud of? Let's make it make sense, Sway. What are you really proud of? You're destroyed. Stand 10 toes down and fix it. The hell is you being proud of? You proud you got touched? Oh, I know what it is. Because you still celebrate your birthday. You still celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas. Because you can't sit there and forgive the person and then go get help so you can heal up. Because you got to sit down and face this person every time the family come together for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And you got to sit across from them and share some nasty-ass cranberry sauce and turkey and stuff with them, right? Eating that nasty-ass glazed ham. That's why you got to wallow in it. So now you just become what you are. You know, there's a saying that's always said to me, like, if you keep doing the same stuff you always done, you're going to be the same person you always been.
Right.
Now, what I want to understand from that saying is, how can you not be the same person you always, like, my thing is, all right, if you was one way and something happened to you and you became another way because of behind what happened to you,
right?
How can you get that person to go back to the way they was instead of the person that they are? You get what I mean? Because in this instance, you have to go back to who you were in order to become the person you're supposed to be.
Right.
Because the one you are now is not even an inkling of who you're supposed to be, or even a shell of what you're supposed to be. This is who you're portraying because you don't want to get help. I like, we as a people need our people that's destroyed like this to get back to who they were prior to the destruction, so they can further mature, grow the hell up, and elevate and become the person they're supposed to become now. I pray y'all understand that's watching. I pray that makes sense. Because, you know, in a nutshell, we are all destroyed in some shape or fashion. Whether if you was assaulted in life, whether if you was abandoned, if you're adopted, you know, in some of those cases, you got no control over that. You know what I mean? I know plenty of people where they done lost their parents and they was adopted. You know what I'm saying? My rib wasn't adopted or nothing, but, you know, her mother's gone, her father's gone, her grandparents gone. Only ones left is really her siblings. She ain't got no elders. You know what I'm saying? So having those abandonment issues, I can understand and I can empathize. You know what I'm saying? I got boys that I grew up with that lived with me for years because, you know, they forced the mom, kicked them out at 15. So they lived with me for a long time. You know, and my mom was just that mom on the block that everybody calls mom to this day because, shit, most of my friends that I grew up with lived with me at one point, girls included. My mom took everybody in. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so sad that I can't get my mother in class or in this truth, because she don't realize how righteous she's been and the righteous stuff she do, because she don't smoke, she don't drink. You know what I'm saying? And she don't really eat. She don't eat shrimp because she's allergic and she can't. And she's picky. She don't eat pork. Once in a blue moon, she do. I'm trying to get her to stop that. You know what I mean? But other than that, my mother could be really righteous if she would just come into the truth. And she knows what me and Kashat do. She knows what we doing. She knows what we into. She sees it. She sees the change. She sees that we're not wicked, disgusting bastards anymore. She see I don't smoke and get high no more. She see I don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster. You understand what I'm saying?
So do you think it's fear?
Part of it's fear, and another is my mom has addictive personalities. That's why the man that she's been with for the last 20 years still gets high, still lies to her, still sleeps around with other junkies. I don't know how else to put it. Like, it is what it is. This ain't for everybody. The Lord don't want everybody to see it. All I could do is pray. Pray.
So if I may, so mom is dealing with a little fear, and then her boyfriend, right? Husband, is unbelief. He's an unbeliever. He's so far gone in the world. I don't know if there's any pulling him up. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't mind trying to help pull him up, but I'm not going to pull somebody up that's trying to pull you down. There's that crab in the barrel mentality. I'm not going to lie. At one point, I wanted to put him in a grave of my damn self. I ain't going to lie. Shoot. You know, a lot of us in this truth, we come from walks of life. Some people used to sell drugs. Some people used to rob people. Some people used to just indulge and enjoy hurting people. Right.
But once you come into this truth, into this body, you learn that that's not the way. And especially if you're hurting one another, your own kind, your own people, that's really not the way. Robbing your own kind, your own people, that's not the way. Selling drugs to your own kind, your own people, that's not the way.
Right.
And it's not the way even if you're doing it to heathens, because the Bible says not to abhor the Edomite. Now, I'll be honest with you. Now, see, if I was still on some cardinal stuff, sir, I would try to see if there was a gray area around that, because it says do not abhor the Edomite. But what about a Moabite? What about a Hamite?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But basically, you know, the Lord don't make no mistakes, and neither do the priests and prophets that and the scribes that put this Bible together. You know, when it says don't abhor the Edomite, it means don't abhor the heathen neither. You know, don't abhor white people, Chinese people, Africans. Don't abhor none of them, because it's not good. Let me see. You still got more on that precept, or that was it? All right, let me get the book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 18.
Seven, 18, sir.
Come.
We'll read it now.
Yeah, sure.
From the book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 18. Who is God like unto thee, that pardoneth iniquity, and passeth by the transgressions of the remnant of his heritage? He retaineth not his anger forever, because he delighteth in mercy.
All right, bring that back from the top so I can break it down for the people watching.
Who is a God like unto thee?
Who is the Most High unto Israel? You understand? Who is the Most High unto Israel? If you follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Most High is your protection.
That's right.
The Most High is your love. The Most High is your mercy. The Most High is your brotherhood.
Because it says the beginning of wisdom is to fear the Most High. Right? Follow his laws, statutes, and commandments is the next commandment. And love one another as he loves us. You follow those three right there, you pretty much good. You pretty much good. The rest is just studying the scriptures. But if you think about it, if you fear the Most High, follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, and love one another as he loved us, we're keeping the laws.
Right.
The rest is other guidelines, like, learn how to not eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, which is in the book of Leviticus, so on and so forth. All right, give me some more of this precept.
Okay.
If you got you can take from the top.
It's lock, y'all.
As soon as you're ready.
7 and 10, right? Which one was the search lock in? Micah 7 and what? Okay. My phone not jammed up.
Micah 7 and 18.
From the book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 18. Who is a God like unto thee, that pardoneth iniquity, and passeth by the transgressions of the remnant of his heritage?
Right there. All right. It's like your brother asked me a question. All right. Read it again.
From the top, verse 18. Who is a God like unto thee, that pardoneth iniquity, and passeth by the transgressions of the remnant of his heritage?
Now, when it says what was that part again? The remnants of our...
And passeth by the transgression of the remnant of his heritage.
Okay. If you're keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, right? And not just reading the Bible and saying you know God, like those so-called Christians do. And I don't know how they could say they read the Bible when they pass by all the parts that cut Christianity.
Right.
So I wonder what part are they really reading? Are they reading the illustration page before you get to the actual Bible?
Right.
Are they reading the credits or something? Like, I don't get it.
No, they just believe in the lies that has to tell them.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, if you're living these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Most High will overlook your transgressions, because if you're keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments and showing repentance, then the Most High will show you mercy.
Right.
The Most High will give you reprieve. You understand? He will look past your transgressions and your inequities. Read.
God. He retaineth not his anger forever, because he delighteth in mercy.
If you repent from eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster and start keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, and not eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster anymore, or quit smoking, or not sleep with whores and things like that, the Most High will be mad at you briefly. But if he sees that you turn that around and you're not doing that stuff anymore, he's not going to be upset at you anymore. He wants to give you mercy. He's delighted to give you mercy. But you got to stop being such a knucklehead. You got to stop being so stubborn. You understand? And that was it on that?
That was God.
All right, no sweat. Shalom, y'all. Bashim, y'all. Shabarakataros, Shalai, y'all. And the definition of abhor. The definition of abhor says, regard with disgust and hatred. Oh, okay. Okay, sir.
If I may, I would like to bring out the scripture.
Sure.
From the book of James, chapter 1, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers.
Be ye what?
Be ye doers.
Say it again.
Be ye doers.
Be ye doers, meaning don't just talk about it. Be about that action. Just like Yahweh Mashiach, who inwardly called Christ, did. He ain't just talk about the Bible. He lived it. He walked it. He talked it. He breathed it. And he walked around the globe sharing and teaching it. You understand? Just like his priests and prophets and his disciples among him. You gotta be about that action. You know, in Exodus 15:3, it says the Lord thy God is a man of war.
Right.
Meaning he's about that action. So you gotta be able to be about that action. Read that again from the top.
Con. For the book of James, chapter 1, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only.
Be ye doers. Don't be like these so-called Christians and holy rollers talking about, oh, Jesus knows my heart and I read the Bible every day. Okay, you read the Bible every day, but what you do about the Bible every day? Are you living the scriptures? You understand? Like, no, and let me tell you something, sir, real quick. Yeah. Sidebar, but on topic. You know, I wish my grandmother was still alive today because you know why? She would come into class. I know for a fact my grandmother would have came into the classes with me. Yeah. And she would have listened. And let me tell you something. My grandmother couldn't even read or write her own name. But let me tell you something. For some reason, she knew that Bible cover to cover though. She couldn't read nothing other than it's beyond the scripture. She couldn't even barely write her own name. But she, for some reason, understood those precepts, understood those scriptures. I sat there and heard her read a Bible verse like it was nothing, but can't even read her mail. And that's always been heavy to me. And it always intrigued me about the Bible ever since. That's why I wish certain people were still around. So I could try to show them this truth. Show them this glorious thing that I've found. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. When you get a chance, let me get Jeremiah 12:7 about the show. Okay. Yeah, I hope that definition helped you out, sir. When it says abhor, it means to regard and disgust and hatred. Meaning, you know, we can regard them in disgust and hatred, but not act on the disgust and hatred. You understand? I get the context of the scripture in that definition. Like, we're supposed to love what the Lord loves and hate what the Lord hates. We're supposed to hate the sin and the sinner. We're not supposed to like Esau or heathens in general. But we're not to abhor them, meaning not to do anything to them through the disgust and the hatred that we have for them. You know, so we have to long suffer them and have contempt for them and some form of compassion, not to cut their heads off. And to leave that for the Most High, because vengeance is mine, saith the Lord thy God.
Amen. Isn't that a scripture, sir? I'll paraphrase it. It's something like, be angry but don't sin.
Right.
Come. That scripture you wanted. You said Jeremiah
chapter 12, verse 7.
Come. Whenever you ready, sir.
Yeah, let's let him have it.
For the book of Jeremiah, chapter 12, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
I have forsaken mine house. I have left mine heritage. I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into the hand of her enemies.
Meaning, as soon as you started sinning, you forsake your house. Meaning the truth, the Lord. You understand? You forsake your heritage.
Right.
Meaning Israel. You let your people down.
Right.
You let blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians down because you were supposed to stand 10 toes down on this business with this truth, and you chose to want to go back and get high. You chose to want to go back and sleep with whores and say you want to be a family man. What the hell ever does that mean? I don't understand that. Somebody left the truth and said, oh, I want to be a family man. Who the hell said you wasn't being in this truth?
Right.
You being more of a family man being in this truth than you ever was being in the world. Think about it. You being a brother to hundreds, thousands, even thousands
right.
of brothers and sisters in this body. We're all one body and we're many. You understand? That was a precept I read for Kashak the other day in his class. You know, it says, for we are all in one body. And in this one body, we are many. But we are on one accord. You understand?
God.
Even though we are of many, we are on one body and one accord. We're on the same page, and we all 10 toes down on that business. Need that precept.
That was it.
That was it?
Come.
Let me get it again.
God.
Jeremiah 12:7.
Come, God. I have forsaken my house. I have left my heritage.
Right.
I have given dearly beloved of my soul into the hand of her enemies.
Basically, you sold yourself out. You sold yourself and you sold your people to your enemies. You understand? You betrayed your own people. You betrayed your king. You betrayed your brethren, and you betrayed your nation. Always remember, what you do and what you say affects more than just you. And having that prideful spirit, giving up your covers, hanging it up, leaving the truth, saying you want to be a family man, you saying F the Most High, F this brotherhood, and F all you brothers and sisters that I allegedly had.
Right.
Because I want to be a family man. I'm tired of my nagging ass wife in the world telling me all I do is be with my brothers and do this so-called work of the Lord. It's like, if I may, bitch, leave.
Right.
If you got a problem with me doing work for the Lord and spending time drinking and being married with my brothers, bitch, leave. I'll find another. And I'm going to find another that's not going to have no problems with me doing the work of the Most High and being with my brothers. And you know what she's going to do? She's going to shut her goddamn mouth. And she's going to have my food cooked and my garment ready for camp. You understand? She's going to have my bath water ready. And she's going to come take my boots off me and rub my feet at the table before I enjoy this great meal she prepared for me. That's what the hell she's going to do. Because any real woman that's a wife to the priests and prophets of the Most High, that's their job. I mean, me personally, I don't understand what's wrong with that. But you know what the problem is? Christianity destroyed our people.
Right.
Feminism destroyed our women. First off, feminism was for white women that complained and pissed, whined, and cried about their husbands leaving off the war, World War I and II and all that bull crap. And they had to take over their husbands' factory jobs. And they looked at it like, well, shit, since we got to work like these men, we might as well get equal pay like these men. That wasn't a black problem. That was a white problem. Let's call a spade a spade.
Right.
Those was white people problems. Feminism was white women problems, not black women. That had nothing to do with black women, Hispanic women, and Native Indian women. How dare y'all try to adopt white people problems? They're sure not adopting y'all. The only thing they trying to adopt from us is our culture. They want your nice big beautiful breasts. They want your nice big beautiful rear end. They want your nice big beautiful pretty mouth of yours.
Right.
And what you want in return? Hey, blonde ass stringy hair. Them dumb ass long eyelashes. I don't get it, sir. These powerful spirits caused us, and feminism caused our sisters to get BBLs, long eyelashes, everything on them fake from head to toe. Your hair fake, right. Your face is fake,
right.
Your body's fake. What the hell is real? Beyond your attitude. What really are you bringing to the table? But again, all that goes into Pride Month. All that plays into Pride Month and that prideful spirit. Like, prime example, like I brought out in the first class I did about it, how they was, glorifying the Freaknik and Mardi Gras and all of that stuff,
right?
And look at like the disco era. We didn't have no planes or boats and stuff. The oppressors, the ones that brought the drugs into the country in the first place. We out here trying to party with the oppressor. They open these clubs and stuff like that, dancing and shaking and gyrating, doing bumps and lines of
Right.
cocaine and
Right.
smoking all the weed 40 going north.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They doing all this nonsense, all this garbage. They doing all this garbage, committing all this sin, trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to keep up with the oppressor, all through the 70s. And also, you know, look at the manipulation from slavery to today's time, Jim Crow era, segregation, feminist movement, and the evolution and the destruction just continues.
That's right. That's right.
It just continues. You know what I'm saying? The influence of the oppressor has on today's society is the reason why our sons and our daughters are so abused and confused now. They're the sole reason. Let's see. Let me get Hosea 4:6. And this script and this precept I'm bringing out next is part of the reason of why in today's society our sons and daughters are so damn abused and confused now. Because they don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a repetitive cycle.
Right.
The generation prior to us had to deal with the repercussions of what happened to our generation when a lot of our generation got touched on. You know what I'm saying? Got abused. Had to deal with mothers putting the fathers out, putting the fathers on child support. You know what I'm saying? Letting the oppressor into your household, getting public assistance instead of being strong and independent, like you said you were so-called being, and just work. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, hell, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with getting some food stamps and stuff like that.
Right.
If you're going to use the government, use them. Use them correctly, though. Use them appropriately, though. You know what I mean? Don't just live off of it like, yeah, the oppressing my daddy. I'm going to just keep getting this assistance. I'm going to keep this man out the house so that he don't mess up my Section 8 and all of this.
Right.
When all actuality, he was the one that was paying all the bills and providing all the food on the table so you ain't have to get government assistance. But here's letting good old oppressor in the house. In order to let the oppressor in the house, you got to put the father out.
Check this out. He was a man when you met him.
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened? Where'd all that go? He was the man when you met him.
Right.
I don't get how back in those days, back in the 50s and 60s and stuff, 40s, 50s, and 60s, that a man would have one factory job and would have like 3-4 households taken care of, bills paid, everything.
Right.
Have 4 wives, 2-3 kids apiece to each wife and household, and they all well kept and taken care of, all the bills paid, no empty refrigerators in none of the houses, with one little factory job, and he could just go from house to house to house and just and indulge in his family life and have a good time and enjoy a hot meal from one of his wives. You understand? And get a foot rub, get a hot bath drawn. How that song go? Cook, clean, effort, shut up, right?
Right.
Yeah, all that good stuff. You know, that's not something that's taboo. That's something that's supposed to be done. Cook, clean, lay with your man, and then shut the hell up. Not saying you can't talk, not saying you can't have conversation, but for the most part, shut up. Keep your mouth closed. More of this, less this. And that's not taking nothing away from any of you sisters, Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. There's nothing wrong with having conversation, but make the conversation valid. Make it worth having. Talk to him about how you can make things better for your house. Talk to him about how you can make you better, or him better, or you together as a unit better. Talk to him about how to make the kids better. Talk to him about making the household better overall, so he don't got to work overtime next month to make sure the bills are stayed up on. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, rent always around the corner. No matter how you cut and slice it. Today could be the 1st. Tomorrow could be the 29th. Rent is always around the damn corner.
Right.
You know, groceries is always needed. Laundry detergent is always needed. Kids always need clothes because they grow so damn fast. They get these growth spurts out of nowhere. You just went shopping for them last week. Now they could barely fit what you just bought. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got to keep the car running because that's how you get to work, or that's how you make your money. Got to keep the car running.
Right.
Got to keep that maintenance, and you got to keep your rib happy. You know what I'm saying? She might not can't afford no red bottoms and Birkin bags, but she can still afford. You can still afford Forever 21.
God.
You can still get a rainbow, Ashley Stewart's,
Not wrong with that.
H&M. You know what I'm saying?
Not wrong with that.
But like I said, you know, a lot of this can't come to fruition because of the oppressor and them putting that prideful spirit on our sisters, our Black, Hispanic, Native Indian sisters. You know, it's very heavy that they hold on to that pride and hold on to that prideful spirit. And as Blacks in general, you know, we're prideful people. But the problem is we're not prideful towards the right things we're supposed to be prideful of.
Right.
We need to be proud of our culture. We need to be proud of our people. We need to be proud of the Most High.
That's
We
right.
need to be proud of these laws, statutes, and commandments. And we need to be proud to live them, not just read them, but live them. That's what we need to start being proud of. Don't be proud that you get high. Don't be proud that you sit here laying with whores. Don't be proud that you sit here and you got a side nigga and the sneaky link over here. And all. No, that's not to be proud of. That's to be frowned upon because that makes you a whore. I pray sisters understand. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women. I love my sisters. They are all beautiful in their own right. You know what I mean? Because even if they're not so beautiful on the outside, they'd be so beautiful on the inside. Once giving them a chance to blossom and bloom and you nurture that. You know what I mean?
God.
But when they want to have that prideful spirit, when they want to have that spirit of Asmodeus on them, and they want to ying, 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 ying. All right, I'll see you later. Go to the next reel. But my thing is, like I said, when I was talking about Pride Month, you can't have that type of stuff because men want to sleep with men and women want to sleep with women. Now you got to face scrutiny in the eyes of the public. You got to face scrutiny under the eyes of the Most High. Now you also got to face having to potentially deal with plagues that's not in the Bible because there's special plagues made just for y'all, like monkeypox. For two men that want to lay with each other, monkeypox is made just specifically for you.
Right.
Nah, don't worry about COVID. Monkeypox got you covered. Hey, syphilis and gonorrhea got a remix just for you. Chlamydia, you know, the clap claps back. They got a remix just for you. All these so-called sexually transmitted diseases, sir, they got remixes.
Right.
All for these nasty, wicked, disgusting creatures that want to lay with one another because, hey, it's Pride Month. This their month. What they going to do next month now the Pride Month's over? Going to go back in the closet? Huh? You damn closet freak. You going to jump out like Jack and the Beanstalk? Ah! And then back in the closet you go in July? Come on. Stop it. Makes no sense. Let me get
I was holding Hosea if you want.
Oh yeah. My bad, Slocky. Yeah, let me get Hosea. I was about to jump right to the next one.
God, from the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, meaning we are destroyed because we don't know the law, statutes, and commandments. My people are destroyed because we don't know who we are. My people are destroyed because we don't know whose we are. My people are just simply destroyed, not just for the sake of being destroyed, because they want to wallow in the filth. of the world. They want to wallow in it. You want to wallow in Sodom and Gomorrah. You don't want to leave that nasty, wicked, disgusting ass city. You want to sit there and lay with one another like wicked, disgusting bastards. You want to sit there and smoke all the weed before you go in north. You want to blow glass rod. You want to. You want to please your flesh right into the ground. You know, they say we come back after a few generations, right? Who's to say the Most High gonna let you come back?
Right.
You might have been so wicked and disgusting that the Most High be like, you know what? Nah, I ain't letting you go back. You gonna sit right here, and you gonna wallow until I decide what I'm gonna do with you. Your spirit is just gonna wander and dwell. You know, Christianity got this place they call purgatory or whatever you want to call it, where the spirit dwells and it's not heaven or hell. It's just limbo, you know, and that's far from what it really is. You know, the Most High might punish that person and send them back down to earth during the cleansing, just so they can get cleansed again. And they're going to go through the punishment again.
Right.
You know what would be a real harsh punishment?
What's that, sir?
The Most High send them back and they wake up white.
Good night. Damn.
Or they wake up, or they come back into the earth, East Indian.
Oh.
Smell like curry powder and armpits. Or they come back Arab or Hamite. Or Moab. You know, Moab got a certain type of smell to them.
Right.
Got a certain type of funk about it, right? You know, the Most High could be a real comedian and be like, you know what? I got something for you. You know, because somebody asked that in class one day, like, they say we come back. They say reincarnation is real. Would I come back a caterpillar or a butterfly? No. You're going to come back just the way you came in this world. You was black when you left. You're going to be black when you come back. You was Hispanic when you left. You're gonna be Hispanic when you come back. You was Indian when you left. You're gonna damn sure be Indian when you come back.
Right.
It's just gonna be in a new flesh, same spirit but new flesh. And you're not going. And the Most High God is the real MRB, the real man in black. He wiped your whole memory clean.
Right.
He wiped your whole thing clean. You don't know who you was in the past life or whatever. Did you ever had that feeling like you outside doing something and something happened so fast, but when it happened in front of you, you just caught almost not a flashback, but like deja vu? Like you felt like this happened to you before, or you experienced it or came across it before, or had this feeling one time before? That deja vu is a feeling of a memory that you can't get back because it was wiped clean. That's about as close as memorizing your past life as you're going to get. Luckier. A moment of deja vu. That's about as close as you're going to get. Finish reading that precept, Uncle Shaw.
Come. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
You reject the truth. You reject these laws, statutes, and commandments. So you're going to continue facing these judgments. As for the other nations, the Most High don't know you. So these don't apply to you. But for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, these are all for you, by you, about you. Past, present, and future. So if you don't adhere to these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Most High is going to not adhere to you. So all your little fake prayers and pleading and crying to the Lord, oh Lord, it falls on deaf ears. He don't hear your prayers.
Right.
Your prayers mean nothing. Because faith without works is no faith at all. Because to have some faith, you got to have some work to put in. You have to. It's mandatory. You got to put a brick in of some sort, no matter what it is. No matter what it is. You got to put in some work. You said, we reject the Lord, so the Lord rejects thee. Continue.
Come, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
Yeah, you can't be no priest to the Most High, or you can't be a child of the Most High if you're not doing what He tell you to do. If you're not keeping His law, statutes, and commandments, but you still pray to Him, so-called pray to Him, is after how you expect Him to hear your prayers if you ain't putting no work in for Him to hear you?
Right.
Oh, Jesus knows my heart. No, He don't. You a filthy, disgusting sinner. He see you as less than spittle. Who the hell you think you is that you so special? He gonna know exactly who you are. No, you know when He gonna recognize you? When you stop being less than spittle. When you stop smoking. When you stop getting high. When you stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. When you stop being a whore. When you stop sleeping with whores. You understand? That's when the Most High is gonna acknowledge you. Anything outside of that, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
If I may,
Okay.
not to bring up a heathen nation, right? But you ever watch like a karate flick and the master is always like ignoring the pupil because of his behavior, right? But when the pupil starts to get the hang and starts wanting to learn and increases his faith, right? The master is always in the background, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're learning now.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna keep my eye on you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm gonna give you more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say.
Now you're right about that. That's what the Most High is doing for us. That's what Yahawashi Mashiach doing for us right now, being in the UPK.
That's right.
He's standing there looking at me teaching class. He's like,
right.
You know, and his mind, he's cheering me on, like, keep on, so keep on, keep doing it. Let me get Malachi 1 and 3. You know, and if anybody in the chat got any questions or got any precepts they need breaking down, let me know. I mean, we was doing good. We had like 7 viewers. I don't know where they went. We was getting there. We almost reached 10.
Ready, sir?
Yeah, God.
So in the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated Esau.
And I hated what?
And I hated Esau.
Say it again.
And I hated Esau.
Nah, he loved Esau. The Most High loves everybody.
I hated Esau.
But the Christian pastor said he loves everybody.
And I hated Esau.
I thought he loved white people.
And I hated Esau.
He hates them. Yes, he created them, but he also hates he hates what he created. Continue.
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Say that part again. He said, I hated Esau. What else?
I hated Esau.
Yeah.
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Meaning, that's why they originate in the Caucasus Mountains. You understand? That's where they come from. They're originally the indigenous people.
Right.
Because they didn't know nothing or know no better. Us blacks and Spanish, the Indians had to teach them how to dress, how to wash,
right.
and bathe, how to properly corral their animals, and we taught them. And we taught everything.
Right.
We built everything. This world would not exist without us.
That's right.
Egypt would not exist without us.
That's right.
I don't give a damn how much the Pharaoh and Africans think they so high and mighty. Y'all ain't pissed without us. Because y'all was not putting the work in that we put in. Y'all wasn't building these pyramids like we was building them. Because you needed the backs of your slaves to build it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And out of the 12 tribes, ain't no harder working part of the 12 than a Mexican.
Right.
The Israelite brothers are the hardest working brothers I know in existence today. You understand? They work hard like the ass, meaning the donkey. You know, they just pull the load. They do it.
That's right.
They just do it. And I give them all the credit in the world. I'll give them a chance to remodel and fix my home before I call any other contractor. If you ain't Mexican, I don't want you. Damn that. Because I know my Israelite brother's going to get my work done in less than 2 days. You hear me?
Oh, God.
They're going to have my whole outside cemented, laid down, ready to drop. They're going to have staircases dug out, aired out, cleaned and rebuilt. Same day. Roof stripped down, cleaned up, and redone. Done. Like they'll have a whole structure done in a matter of days. Where contracts are stretched out. So about, oh, well, we got to do this, we got to do that.
Right.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Your services is no longer needed. Like we call these Israelite brothers. They're going to get this done.
Right.
You know, I met an Israelite brother that was doing construction, right? I asked him, I said, well, how'd you like, you know, get where you at? He's like, you know, I worked for this. He said I worked for this white dude for like a year or two, and I took note of everything I learned, and then after that, I went and got my own business. Like he worked under Edomite for 2 years, and then he turned around and got his own LLC and got his own contracting business. And you know, he took his co-workers with him,
right?
Because they're gonna rather work for him. And you know what? I wish I still had that brother's information, because I'll call him any day to do the work, because they're gonna work. That was it on that precept. Let me get Exodus 18 and 20. Whenever you're ready.
Come. For the book of Exodus, chapter 18, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and shalt shew them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do.
Now, if you were just being so nasty, disgusting, and prideful, living in the filth of Sodom and Gomorrah, this scripture is a perfect instructor, because these law, statutes, and commandments is going to teach you how to follow these law, statutes, and commandments, right? These law, statutes, and commandments is going to teach you how to live. These law, statutes, and commandments are going to teach you how to walk upright.
Right.
How to learn. And if you're a man, these law, statutes, and commandments is going to teach you how to stand upright like a man, and show you how to live these law, statutes, and commandments, so you can learn how to be a fisher of men and then go fish.
Right.
Read it again from the top.
Come. And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and shalt shew them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do.
If you follow the priests and prophets of the Most High, you're going to learn the ordinances. They're going to teach you all the law, statutes, and commandments you need to know, which is all of them, over time, because this is a school you'll never graduate from. You understand? You're going to learn the law, statutes, and commandments in its proper context, and not only learn them, but teach you how to carry them out through your everyday life, no matter what day and time or era you're in. You understand? Because even in today's time, these law, statutes, and commandments still work.
That's right.
In today's time, these law, statutes, and commandments are still valid,
right,
and worth learning, and will complete giving us our salvation. Because without learning these law, statutes, and commandments, how are we going to know how to live them? Because it says, lean not to your own understanding in the scriptures. Learn these law, statutes, and commandments, and it'll teach you how to walk. It'll teach you how to talk. And it'll teach you how to fish. Is there anything else on that?
Verse 21, if you want, sir.
What 21 say?
21. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness.
Hold on. Somebody in the chat says, science proved it wasn't slaves who built the pyramids. Okay, show me proof that slaves didn't build the pyramids, okay? I need you saying science proved it. Explain further and give me some, context on that. I need proof. I need proof that slaves didn't build the pyramids, because last I checked, slaves built this country. You're going to say that slaves didn't build America? You're going to say that slaves didn't create Washington, D.C. in its perfection? Because if you look at it geographically and structurally, it is built perfect. It is built perfectly, flawlessly. So if you can prove that slaves didn't build up Egypt, then you can prove that slaves didn't build up America as well. So while you gather your information, don't worry, I'll wait. Because let's be realistic here. If science saying they proved that the slaves didn't build Egypt, then who did? If that was the case, then what was the point of Pharaoh having slaves in the first place? Make it make sense. Don't worry, I'll wait. Get that information together and bring it to me. And if you could show proof in the Bible, give me a chapter and verse, and we'll thug it out.
If I may, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Come on. American capitalism was built on the backs of slaves and the slave economy, and not just in the South. Some of these practices are still with us. Historian Calvin Schemerhorn explains how slavery built America without returning virtually any of the gains to the enslaved people or their descendants.
Straight shot. Now find me something on Africa, since this Weisenheimer want to sit there and say that science. Oh, why was it plugged in? Fix that. Now find me something on Africa, since he say science proved that slaves didn't build the pyramids. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, we are very intelligent people, and past, present, and future shows that, you know, we invented, you know, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians created and invented most of the stuff that we have in today's time today. You know, black man by the name of Frederick D. Woods created the rocket fuel. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a young black sister, I can't remember her name. She created the hot comb. You know, black man invented the refrigerator. What else? So many other things. Which way do you want to go? A black man created the first steam engine for a locomotive, and I just seen a documentary on that not too long ago. I wish I remembered the brother's name. You know, so many black people that I study that it's hard to, because I'm just never really good with names. But you know, as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are the salt of the earth, as the scripture says, right? So we are the sole proprietors of the creation of things. We create life. We create infrastructure. We create, what's the word I'm looking for? Not industrial. What is another word I'm looking for? I can't find it. It'll come back to me. What you was about to say, sir?
No, I just wanted to add on, because what you're saying is so heavy.
Oh,
man.
please do.
You know what I mean? We built the mailbox. We built traffic lights. We built automatic gear shifts, clothes dryers, elevator doors, folding chairs.
I bet we created the hanger too. The hang clothes up on.
You know what I mean? We created the gas heating furnace.
Oh yeah, I forgot the brother name that created that, but I know that. Yeah.
You know,
among the other
right,
many dozens upon dozens of inventions.
Right.
You know. But hey, you want to believe that science created everything? Just show me proof. Make it make sense. You can make it make sense, then I could hear you out. But like I said, don't worry. I'll wait.
Right.
Let's see where we at. You get a chance. Let me get Second Esdras 1:24. Yeah, like I said, you know, this is Pride Month, and having that prideful spirit, you know, is what destroys our people as a whole. not wanting to come together.
Shalakia.
Not wanting to come together is part of being prideful, having a prideful spirit. Being rebellious is a form of being prideful. You know, not doing what you're told to do is a form of being prideful. You know, like I said, pride can get you hurt. Pride can get you unalived. Pride can get you in a lot of trouble, because when you want to be prideful, you're being prideful of the wrong things. Again, as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, there's nothing wrong with being proud. But if you got to learn how to be proud and what to be proud about. You know, if you in this truth with us, be proud that you're in this truth. Wear your magun dawadah with pride.
Right.
You understand? Wear your magun dawadah with pride. Wear your UPK attire with pride. Wear that shield of David with pride. Live these scriptures in your everyday life with pride. You understand? Stand 10 toes down and continue to not sin, and do it with pride. Be prideful of the right things and learn how to be prideful about those such things as well. Because you want to be prideful but not arrogant. You understand? In life, you know, no matter what you do, no matter how good you are at something, learn to have a certain type of meekness to yourself. You understand? Meekness meaning have a little humility. Learn how to be humble.
Right.
You understand? You don't got to boast and have all this bravado, because just as much as you was built up, you could be torn right the hell down even faster. Because they say all good things come to an end. And if you're on a high like a roller coaster, this, that, and third, just remember how hard that drop is when it's time to come down. Because you're not going to always keep going up. Sometimes you might plateau. Or you might stagnate when you climb up. But eventually you're going to take a dip.
Mm-hmm.
And that dip is faster and falls faster and harder than any hard climb you made. Because those climbs wasn't easy. Because those climbs came with strife. Those climbs came with sacrifice. Those climbs came with work. There's nothing to fall. There's nothing to fall. It takes nothing to fall. I'm just like I haven't smoked in 4 years. I'm one blunt away from falling. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody is one whatever from falling from grace. Because it only takes one to fall. But as the scriptures say, a just man falls 7 times and gets up 8. I pray y'all understand. You got that precept for me, Baba Show?
From the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 1, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
What shall I do unto thee, O Jacob? Thou Judah wouldest not obey me. I will turn me to other nations, and unto those will I give my name, that they may keep my statutes.
Let's take that again for the top.
Khan, from the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 1, verse 24. What shall I do unto thee, O Jacob?
What shall I do to thee? What shall I do to thee? These kids today don't want to listen. These kids out here today think they freaking grown. They think they know everything. They don't know piss. These women out here think they know something. You know nothing. Because if you knew it, you'd already be on it. You'd already be in a better position. You'd already be all the way up. You're not.
Right.
You're a McDonald's dollar menu ass chick sitting there talking about Benihana's, Roof Chris, and Birkin bags and red bottoms. How dare you try to lie and behoove and fool a brother? Because you sat there and hustled another brother to pay for your BBL, and you think that you hot stuff. You fake. You fake and you phony. Y'all women out here with y'all BBLs and y'all fake eyelashes and y'all blonde wigs and all that crap. Y'all the fakest dark magicians I've ever seen in my life. Y'all better than David Copperfield and David Blaine and Chris Angel and all those magicians. You better than all of them.
Right.
I watched Chris Angel walk up the wall of the Luxor Hotel. You better than that. You just turned and transformed yourself into a whole nother person. I done laid with you and woke up and rolled over and jumped out my bed, jumped out my goddamn flesh. Because I woke up to a whole nother person like, where's such and such at? Who the hell is you? It's me, babe. No, the hell it ain't. Who the hell is you?
Right.
Like that movie Face Off with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they swap faces.
Right.
Y'all wearing all this makeup, y'all wearing these fake eyelashes, y'all wearing these wigs, extensions, all this bull crap. You got a pound and a half of makeup on your face, like mayonnaise on a turkey and cheese sandwich. You know what I'm saying? You got these fake breasts, you got a fake butt. Your butt look like a hot air balloon. You know what I'm saying? Your breasts look like a wet pillow. Like I don't get it. I don't understand. What happened to being who you are, how God intended you to be, all natural? Look at Dwayne Wade, right? He allowed his 13-year-old son to cut off his rod and put on 9-inch stiletto nails. What in the Sam hell was wrong with this brother? Did retiring from the NBA make you stupid? No. You know what happened? He listened to Gabrielle Union's wicked, twisted, disgusting ass. She is a piece of garbage. And something is wrong with her. And then she turned around and ragged on Dwayne Wade. She got him on some fruity pebble business.
Right.
And they're going to expose him. And then who was that with was it Will Smith or was it Diddy with Dwayne Martin? I'm trying to remember who it was, but either way, all that alphabet community stuff got to come to a halt, a screeching halt. It's got to come to an end because none of that stuff going to get you closer to the Most High. Whether if it's biblical, scientific, or whatever, at the end of the day, living in Sodom and Gomorrah is not healthy for you.
Right.
It's not. It's not healthy for your spirit. It's not healthy for your body. You know, the butthole was made to be an exit, not an entrance. Again, I'm going to say it. It was made to be an exit, not an entrance. I don't get, and just the same thing like I was saying before with two women, you know, doing a lot of friction, a lot of box rubbing, What's up with that? Right. And pulling out fake rods and all of that. If y'all got the gall to be with each other and all this, and you using a fake rod, you're not really homosexual, you're not really lesbian, you're not really, what it is you I'm trying to find the right word. I'm trying to find, because for what I really want to say, what it is right, but what it is they're strictly dickly. They just want to deal with they just don't want to deal with everything that they have to deal with when it comes in terms of a man. They don't want to deal with that. They can't handle masculinity. They can't handle an alpha male. They can't handle the truth that it's lawful for men to have more than one wife. They can't handle the fact that he might be out working late. He'll get home when he get home. He might not always answer his phone because you want him to answer it. Deal with it, because it's worse when you deal with a woman. I've seen it. It's 10 times worse when they deal with a woman. Nobody's breaking that fight up, first off. Secondly, it gets toxic because they're more controlling and more possessive than men are. I promise you, they are. Okay, so yeah.
I'm just gonna say they can't handle the fact that the Most High put man above them.
Right, that part.
They hate that.
Right, that part.
You know what I'm saying?
And my thing is, feminism got y'all so twisted in the head that you really think when it comes to a man that there is a competition.
Right.
There is no such thing as a competition when it comes to a man and a woman. By far, there's nothing y'all could do that will make us look at it or treat y'all like there's any type of competition between you and me in life.
There's no respect. We
That too.
We can't compete with them when it comes to breastfeeding children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but we okay with that. We know what we can and cannot do.
Right. Some things ain't for everybody.
That's right.
Birthing and breastfeeding is for y'all. But getting the seed to create the life comes from us.
Right.
You can't get the seed without us. Like, my rep tried to go back and forth with me, right? And sit there and say, oh, we don't need a man to have a baby. Yes, you do. Because you need the seed. And I told her, I don't care if you physically have sex with a man or if you get in vitro, get it injected in you with a turkey based on, I don't give a damn. No matter what, without that seed, you cannot produce, grow, form, and push out a child. You can't. Without the seed of a man, you cannot.
That's right.
Your eggs in your womb is barren until a man gives it life.
Right. That's right. Most High Christ. I had to clap for that.
Yeah, like I told her that and said shalom after that because you bugging. And she still tried to find ways to twist and run around it, but you can't. You can't. There's no running around that. Without the seed of a man, you cannot have a child.
That's right.
So all this, you loving women and men loving men, y'all freaking idiots. You a bunch of freaking morons. I don't care. You want to be sensitive and be in your feelings, whatever. Those your feelings. You fix them, moron. Either way, y'all need to get in these classes, man. You know, one time, me and Kashak was in Times Square, right? We selling my music. We bumped into this so-called pastor at this church down there in Manhattan, right?
Right.
And he was a LBGT member, right? My brother sat there and cooked his ass for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, cooking him, cutting him. And this is like, I want to say he got his name, but I don't even think he got his name yet at that time.
Right.
I don't even think he had his name yet. I think he was still a young man. I don't even think he was a trooper yet. He was just scratching the surface, peeking in the troop. And he was cutting this so-called homo pastor to piss. And all I could do is just sit there like, damn.
Right. True.
And you know what happened? 2 weeks later, he left that church. And then we seen him on the street again. He said he's not into men anymore.
Most High Christ.
Said he's into women again.
Most High Christ.
Yeah, that's all well and good. Get your ass in these classes. Come to 120. Come down to Harlem.
Right.
Come to headquarters.
Right.
We'll believe you when you get there.
Right.
We will believe you when you get there. That's why I said, man, yeah, we in the end of Pride Month, but we need the end of Pride, period. We need the end of gay pride, lesbian pride. We need to put that word pride down, period. Because a prideful spirit will land you to destruction.
God.
A prideful spirit will get you hurt every time, I promise you. I promise you. I can't make this stuff up.
Right.
Let me see if I got another precept to take us out. You got one? If not, let me get Ezekiel 16-28. We're going to wrap it up with that one.
So I get one more time.
Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 28.
Okay.
And this is how we're going to close out so-called Pride Month and Juneteenth. Wicked, disgusting bastards. Y'all almost worse. Y'all almost worse than the people that was in that town of Sodom and Gomorrah with the story of Lot.
Right.
Y'all worse than them. And they was bad. They about to huff, puff, and blow Lot's house down for two people that they really ain't want no parts or no smoke with. But they found that out later on. We'll save that story for another class.
From the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
Thou hast played the whore also with the Assyrians, because thou was unstable.
On what? Unsatiable.
Unsatiable.
God.
Salakia, Israel. Unsatiable. Yea, thou hast played the harlot with them, and yet couldst not be satisfied.
Read that one more time from the top. I'll show you. We'll break it down.
Thou hast played the whore also with the Assyrians.
We run with other nations. We did it back then and we're doing it now. We run with other nations playing the whore and harlot to the Most High. You know, we look like hoes with a pimp when it comes to dealing with these heathen nations. We sitting there seeking Esau's approval. We out here dealing with Moab. We dealing with the Arabs. We out here dealing with Hamites. Now, how can we sit here and deal with all these nasty heathen nations, and we can't even look at with a straight face at our own people? How can we hold our head up high and have an ounce of some real pride and stand with our own people? But yeah, we can sit here and try to stand up with white people and Asians and so on, talking about, yeah, we rock with them. Yeah, they love us. No, they don't, you dumbass.
Right.
They don't love you. Because at the first chance, they'll cross you like Broad and Market.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They will cross you like an AI crossover. I promise you. They'll have you twisted up like a pair of pants from Crisscross. Remember that group Crisscross?
Come.
They'll have you twisted up. You understand? Read the rest of that.
Come, because thou was unsatiable. Yea, thou hast played the harlot with them, and yet couldst not be satisfied.
Y'all unattractive to the Most High because you're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
He not looking your way because you're not keeping the laws. There's something about you that the Most High noticed that you're not doing correctly, which is why he's not looking at you. He's not looking to put you in his favor. He's not attracted to his people in this aspect. You get what I'm saying? And you're not satisfied because you want to sit there and seek Esau's approval for everything, right. And all he wants to do is unalive you.
Right.
You know, this topic is so heavy, I might bring it up and do a part 3, but this is the end of Pride Month, so we're going to end it off right here and leave Pride where it's at, where it belongs. Need to go with the damn garbage. But I pray y'all understand. Y'all make sure y'all pay y'all tithes. Y'all make sure, you know what I'm saying, for those that's in the school, you pay your camp fund. You know what I mean? Make sure you tune in live for the Black Watch. You know what I mean? Miracle on Fire. Commander General YAHANNA and his crew for the heavy hitters. You know what I mean? That's my time, Israel Shalom. Man, Israel, imagine.